We're going to use these 6-inch GRK fasteners to fasten these posts to the house. All right, so we're putting some caps on these railings. Pardon me. This pole is not square. Like, you can see that angle that Shelly had to... We've used this as a temporary board just to kind of get our angle right, so that it would mate up on this side with this other board, notched around this 4x4, existing 4x4 that's been here, and actually line up with this post, which doesn't line up with that post. If I do this, you can kind of see a little bit of a gap down there, and we fade. So we have to make this board fade to meet up here, but also to fade around that post and around that side of the post. And Shelly left me, so I get to do it all by myself. Did I screw it up?
You're great.
I don't know. Look, that's a big gap right there.
It's fine. It's a backside. Nobody will see it. I'll caulk it. No problem.
And if you throw that straight edge up, does it work?
Well, yeah, it works. Because look.
Because now we're over here.
Yeah, so we got to mark that side and the back side.
So now I got to figure this out.
Yeah, no worries. Looks great.
Shelly's measurements were off again.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Really?
It totally wasn't her fault. It was all my fault with milled lumber, because I milled all of these. And I mean, I tried 3.5 by 3.5, but some were like 3 5/8, and some maybe a little bit bigger than that.
Some are 4 1/4.
So all of that, you got to work with some weird oddities, and this up here kind of turned out nice. You know, we did the fade. You know, it meets up a little 5-degree angle. Looks good. You know, that's passable. Like, as I always say, you can't see it from the road. However, you won't be able to see this from the road, and you only see it if you're actually standing here. Holy shnikes. Probably a better angle for you for right here. Yeah. Man, that's really bad right in there. But sturdy.
Gosh, this one is almost like thicker. Just curly.
It is. Okay, so
We'll walk it in. Look at you making all those grains look pretty.
okay, this guy's done. This handrail's done. He is far more structurally sound than it was. And we went ahead and finished off all of the top caps for over here. These screws every 8 inches on all the boards. So that's how I trimmed out the top. I know, there's a gap. I'll caulk it. Anyway, I didn't want to 45 them because they always curl back. So this was my way of coming up with, hopefully these won't, I don't know, curl, crack, split, pull apart. Same thing over here. So that's it. Top cap's done. Now, some of these, like I think I'm going to use a router, grab a 1/4-inch round over bit and just round these over so they match this profile. And my router is, well, it's buried like in a barn somewhere. So I got my father-in-law's. This is great. Look at this. That is a Sears Craftsman router. There she is, all her glory. Okay, today is gate making day on the porch ramp project that seems to never end. All that said, I have to make 4 gates for this. So this would be, that's Duke. Duke is standing where gate number 1 is. The plan is to take this gate and have it swing back against that way. I know it's a little weird coming off, but should somebody come up, it'll swing back out and out of the way. And then what we're calling gate number 2 is right here. This gate is actually going to have 2 small gates that will swing. Actually, they're going to swing inward, because if it swings outward, then that person coming up would actually have to swing one out and take 2 steps backwards down a step. And that's not what I want to do. Say hi, Tucker. So that's 2. I guess technically, yeah, it's still 1. And then this gate here really is just needed to get back through here, and so we can weed whack, and then that will hinge up this way. And then this gate down here coming down the ramp, we have to avoid that step. So this gate is going to be it won't come down to, you know, about a 1/2 inch up off this ramp. You like that ramp? Do you like the ramp? Look at that snout. Look at that snout. Bottom of this gate is actually going to come up, so it'll hinge outward and clear this step. And the other side will just mirror that. So it's going to have a little bit of a gap. But the whole point was to keep these dogs off this ramp, because I don't need him fighting with dogs while he's just trying to go somewhere. So we're making up the gates as we go. We have the dimensions already set, we think. So we're going to go make a gate and see how it turns out. Again, we're just making it up. Right, Tucker? You coming? Come on. There's the dado cuts, and the cattle panel will sit in that. We'll pocket hold this to this, and then we actually have some L brackets that are coming that we'll put on the front side. This would be the back side, but the cattle panel will sit in that groove right there that goes all the way around. This post is not perfectly level. It actually leans back a little bit towards the house, because when we put these guys in, it sucked it up more, which caused this to be out of level. But my hinges are actually level, which in turn makes my gate level. According to that bubble, and there's Shelly, it's level. We have it resting on some shim, which is a piece of 1 inch, and then we needed to shim up the end to make it level, and we're using the old hinge just to make that level. So I'm going to make some more marks and mount the bottom hinge, and then hopefully this gate is level. Oh man!
Talk about a big
Look at that!
Oh no!
They just don't make them like they used to. Okay, I guess gate 104 down. So that's it sitting in its channel. And that channel should lead to the other channel, which should run the water on the way out on the bottom, because we're not capping this side, and that dado cut coming down here is it open, goes all the way down. So okay, so come up. Wow. I'll swing all the way back. This guy will swing all the way back.
I think these gates are great, are very good.
The gates are gates. The gates are great.
These are special gates.
They're custom made. I got a top cap to come over, so we'll cover that dado hole right there. We're gonna take some of this top cap that's here, we'll rip it down and leave it overhanging the front edge by, I don't know, a little bit, maybe a ½ inch or something. And we'll come over and cap this. So this will actually be the same height as here. That work?
Yeah, that was sure it's gonna work.